Hey everyone, this is your April transit calendar, and we are just going to go quickly through it so you have an additional external calendar to look at. Now, on April 2nd, we have Mercury trine Saturn. Mercury for communication and Saturn for authority, whether this is your own inner authority or it could be an external authority, but Mercury is going to have a conversation here. And so if this is a day that you're going to have a review or an interview or some other important communication with somebody close to you, you're going to come across really solid. And what you have to share is going to be heard. Now, also on the 2nd, we got Sun trine Jupiter. So this is a happy day where your energy should be quite optimistic and feeling like it's giving you that uplifting, happy energy. Jupiter also could bestow upon you something here of an abundant nature here, one way or the other, depending on where your sun is. On April 4th, we have that full moon lunar eclipse, and that is happening 14 degrees in the sign of Libra. So you want to check any other planets in your chart at 14 degrees because this full moon eclipse here will be now touching upon those planets too and ricocheting off of it. On the 6th, we have Mercury and Jupiter trine together here. So once again, communication is central. And this communication seems to be very optimistic and fulfilling. Jupiter always wanting to be that supporter here in the solar system. And so we have her on our side. Great day there on the 6th for that. Now, the Sun and Uranus conjunct here. So we have an unexpected surprise coming up. That might be you surprising somebody else as well as somebody might be surprising you. There might be perhaps maybe a gift coming your way. Uranus can bring about that unexpected, but when it conjuncts, it happens one day a year. And so for the most part, it kind of initiates something new in your life, something that can change around things for you, which Uranus does. It turns things around. And hopefully here it should be a good one because we do have that Mercury trine Jupiter, and also the moon today here on the 6th is also trine Neptune. On the 7th, Mercury is squaring off on Pluto, so you might have a situation where you might feel a little bit between a rock and a hard place. Pluto might be challenging you a little bit, having to go or dig, should I say, deeper into whatever this will be for you, but you're also needing to communicate or respond to a situation where Pluto might be challenging you a little bit. On the 8th, Mercury conjuncting Uranus, taking over the place where the sun was just a couple of days ago. So there could be a follow-up from whatever surprised you on the 6th. Here now there's communication or needing to sign off on something. Mercury also rules documents. Jupiter goes direct here on this day, and so now she's awake, and we should see her over time now start picking up some speed. On the 9th, we have the Sun conjuncting Mercury, so that's just a day where you feel very aligned between the I am within and your communication skills. April 11th, Venus enters into Gemini, so now she's going to take a different angle. Having been here in Taurus, she's been wanting to secure love and finance and security. That's where the focus has been. All that sensual energy that the Taurians have. But now into Gemini, it's going to be more about communicating what it is we desire, whether in the romantic area or also in the financial area. Mars is sextiling Neptune on the 12th. Mars, being your action and driven goal orientation, is now coupling up here with your hopes and dreams. And make sure that things are solid. Neptune can spell illusions, and if it sounds too good to be true, you know what they say. Maybe it is too good to be true. However, though, it's important to dream. We can never manifest anything without seeing it in our mind first. So dreams are important. On the 14th, Mercury, our communication and linear thinking abilities and skills are moving out of Aries into Taurus. So you might have been thinking up a storm and been very active up to this date here these last few weeks, but now entering into Taurus, Mercury is wanting to ground and secure those things that you may have been initiating lately. April 16th, Pluto goes retrograde, going to sleep there for a few months. And so you might just feel how some pressure is letting off a little bit, especially in those areas where you feel that over time you've been transforming, trying to turn something major around in your life. That will give you a little break so that you can have time to review it and think, and make decisions whether those choices that you've made are good so far or if they're going to need a little bit more tweaking. April 17th, the moon is in Aries and we have Mars squaring off on Jupiter. So today here, it is all about looking at your choices. Don't be too quick to jump to a certain conclusion, which is very easy to do because Mars is so trigger happy, and Jupiter is going to present something to you where you might just have a reaction to. It could be something somebody's going to bring up or say, or it could also be you bringing something up and then having somebody else react. There's always a little bit of irritation or a sense of people easily annoyed when these two planets square off or they oppose one another. Still in a sense of humor, Jupiter still has humor, but it might be like an undercutting type humor, or some sarcasm can come out too. The moon enters Taurus on the 18th. We have a new moon here at 28 degrees of Aries. On the 19th, we have Venus squaring off on Neptune. Now, she's taking over what Mars presented there, where it was there with Neptune here last week. However, though, this is a square. They were sextile. So you might just get some insights whether whatever was presented to you there on the 12th, whether that should I say, good and will be able to stand up to the norm that you're setting, or if something needs to tweak, because Venus here is skeptical to Neptune, not quite sure that it's too happy with what it had anticipated or expected. Mercury, though, will have some communication there on the same day with Neptune and bringing matters up as far as what's been going on this whole last week as far as action, especially in the romantic area. On the 20th, Mercury is going to be squaring Jupiter, so here I feel that the conversation from the 19th has a little bit of a hangover. And so whatever you didn't complete there, well, then you will come to see that now is the time that you will have a chance to add on whatever was important. The sun is entering Taurus here on the 20th, so happy birthday, Taurus. And the moon is opposite Saturn. So we do have a day here where there's a lot of things changing as the moon also enters Gemini. So the 20th of April, there's just a lot of change up of energies. The 21st, we have now Mars trine Pluto. Now, this is a great time to cut through whatever needs to be cut through. You're dynamic, oriented, feeling now that nothing can go wrong. You're totally convinced in what it is you believe, whatever it is you want to do. The moon is conjunct Venus, so this gives you even more so such a feel of what it is you believe in. And then also the moon is sextiling Jupiter. So this is a big power day. So it is a good day to actually reach out for those things that you were trying to achieve. April 22nd, Mercury trining Jupiter. So this is a day too. It's following up here from yesterday where Mars and Pluto were trining. Mercury's coming to the party, wanting to get its words in there and wanting to negotiate, perhaps add to, and make sure that whatever it is that you're doing here, this could be in the workplace, it could be at home, it could be with your partner, it could be within your finances. It all depends on your personal chart. So this is general, but whatever it is for you, you're going to feel that power of Pluto being behind your words here on this day. And Venus is sextiling Jupiter. This is really good for money. Pluto is good with money, and it is trine there. So any documents being signed, this would perhaps even be a good day to buy a lottery ticket and picking the right one, since Jupiter and Venus are good, Mercury and Pluto are good, and then Mercury is coming in here with a conjunct to Mars. So this just means your actions are really head on here on this day as the moon enters into Cancer. Over the next couple of days, there's just very fast moving moon aspects, so I'm not going to bring them up here. But we do have the moon entering into Leo on April 25th, and where it is trine Saturn, but square the sun. On the 26th, we have also Venus here now coming into a very nice aspect with Uranus. This is a day of surprise. You might come to feel that there is either a gift or some notice, or it could be some news coming in, something perhaps unexpected. Uranus always brings to us those things that we don't really anticipate. But whenever Uranus is in a good aspect, it is normally good. We're coming close to the end of the month. We got April 29th with the sun sextiling Neptune. Now this is a day where it just feels harmonious, feels peaceful. We want to do those things that we want to do. There's a quite nice energy underlying also coming from the moon this day, where it is trining Pluto and also trining Mars. So along with the sun and Neptune there, well, I feel this is the day to go do something that you desire, in fact. Mercury enters Gemini here on the last day of April, and so she has done her job here through digging through Taurus and wanting to secure the things that she has been working with or negotiating or speaking of, and now preparing to move into a much more chatty and talkative month, and that will be here in May of 2015. So thank you for listening. This is just your quick update of the Astro calendar for April 2015. Thank you for listening, and if you are new from the outside of what we do here on my channel, you might want to go and listen to your sun sign forecast for this month. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next month.